Welcome back to the channel, people. It's your boy Ducotto. And right now we back with another one for y'all head tops. Just remember, hit that follow, turn on your notifications, and drop a comment in the comment field after the video if you feel what I'm saying. But right now, after getting, out the high that Arsenal pack, courtesy of the real Reds, it's time we really lock in again and get back to basics and get back to focus. And that's really making a top four push and really cementing us. So for all my real Reds in the Toronto area, for all my real Reds around the world, you guys know what it is. We have Fulham. We have an informed Fulham. We have a Fulham that just 2 years ago beat us 2-1 at home. So we have a Fulham team that's gonna, riding on some confidence, especially in their best player, their talisman, Harry Wilson. 8 goals, 4 assists, his best season thus far in the Prem. So he's really showing out, to be one of their standout players. He was a Scouse product coming in from Liverpool, but still, it looks like he's having his breakout moment, and it looks like we're gonna have to really keep tabs on him, right? He scored against Liverpool. He scored against Chelsea. They drew against Liverpool, I believe. They beat Chelsea 2-1 at the death. So, they drew with us 1-1. Like, he's been in big moments, so he's proven to really, really not be afraid of the big games and really tend to show out. So we're gonna have to really put our best out. Speaking of which, we do have some injury concerns. Our guy, Mr. Balindorgu, pulled his hamstring. Is supposed to be out 10 weeks. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping he's back sooner, but I definitely want him to be ready when he does come back. So, take the time that you need. It is a big blow, especially because he was in form. That banger of a golazo for the second goal. Just what he brings, direct pace, defensive cover for Luke Shaw, just the intangibles, things you can't speak of. That's what he does, right? So it's going to be a big miss, but we do have players that I want to talk about in this video that I feel like we can replace him with, and that we can still have that same output, have that same fervor, desire, because we need to win against Fulham. We all know what the our bounty is for the rest of the season. Top four is a minimum. No if, no ands, no buts about it. We need top four. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them sugarcoat it. Oh, fifth place, the coefficient. No, don't leave it to chance. Let's just cement top four. Let's just do what we need to do. Make sure we're in Champions League and leave fifth to the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool to scrap and duke it out. Top four is our aim. Hopefully we can get three if Villa can slide a little bit. But we need top four. With that being said, getting back into the game, as I said before, we do have Dorgu out. I do believe Michael Carrick should keep a similar team. I think when you saw the likes of Cunha coming off the bench, providing an assist against City, coming off the bench and getting the game-winning goal against Arsenal, he is showing a proven point to really be, I guess, the like-for-like replacement you would see on that left side, to be able to cut in on his right foot and score goals like you saw against Arsenal. The issue, though, is with Cunha there, the defensive cover for the likes of a Luke Shaw is not as prevalent. What is prevalent is Cunha's hold-up play and his ability to stretch the game wide and allow players to really move up the pitch, giving players just a break and a chance to get out, especially if they're behind the ball. So that's what he brings. But in terms of being able to run back consistently to help Shaw double up, like you saw Dorgu do, he's not going to see that with Cunha. But like I said, if Cunha is giving us that output in terms of GNA, assist, and a goal, are we really to can we really blame him? Can I really blame him? So again, I do feel like we should keep a similar lineup. What I would want though is instead of it being Dowlow as our right back, I would want it to be Mazraoui. I think Dowlow over the last two games, while he was decent against Arsenal, I'm not going to disrespect him. He did have a good game against Arsenal. His City game can't be overlooked, and just what the magnitude means. And now that we're favorites going into this game, I think having time on the ball, having you know, just more possession, more opportunity. I think that's when you see the fragilities of Dallo get exposed. So I do expect, or I not expect, but I hope that Mazraoui, now that he's come back, he's playing a couple game, he's playing the game against Arsenal, that he's able to at least get a start. You know what I mean? At least that he's able to get a start, able to just showcase some sort of, class that we're obviously lacking from Dallo. Let's just call it what it is. Over a game by game by game stretch, Dallo is just up and down. You know, they say Six Flags, like Stephen A. says, Six Flags, up and down. When they here, when they back. When they here, like, it just can't happen. Like, we need consistency. We need the ability to just know that, okay, I don't have to worry about our right back. Like, with my forward line, when it's Ahmad, when it was Dorgu, Cunha, like, Mbomo, Bruno, like, I don't worry about that. Like, what I worry about now is just the midfield, right? And then just, like, our back line. And so, Dallo is just one of those issues where I think Mazraoui defensively is a better cover. Now, where Dallo differs than Mazraoui is that Dallo has more of an offensive side to him as well. It's just that his offensive side can also be just as erratic. So it's an issue. It's just like you're hoping and you're praying that Dallo, like, we're gonna get like the best of him, where he's gonna show the brilliance. He's gonna cut in, curl the balls into the top right corner when he shoots it, not just bomb it away. Actually find a guy in the pass, not just kick the ball for the sake of kicking the ball. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like Mazraoui is more mature, more proven in that sense, where I can get the balls in. Like, it might not look as flashy, but I'll get the job done. And I think defensively, that's what I need to see right now, right? Because we've been conceding too much, and we just need better just output. I want Dallo coming off the bench and having to prove his points. So for me, like I said, the team's gonna stay largely unchanged. You're gonna have Shaw or Senny Lamens, a goalkeeper. You're gonna have Shaw, Martinez, Maguire. I want Mazraoui, but I think they'll continue with Dallo. You're gonna have the pairing of Mainu and Casemiro. I think Carrick really, 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 like, is just making sure that lost time with Kabe, like that 18 months with Ruben Amorim, was just wasted. Like, what could have been just his development, right? So I'm just glad to see Mainu getting like the playing time that he deserves. I'm glad to see Mainu being able to express himself and help and lead the chances. He has an assist for that Cunha goal, right? That Cunha golazo, should I say. 25 yards out on your head top, Arsenal. But yeah, I'm just glad that that Mainu can really has that chance to solidify him and his position, his place, and really keep it pushing, because we were lacking for midfielders. He's a player that's ran the most, over the last couple of games, more than any United player or any player in the pitch. So, like, Mainu's showing that he can run, that he has the endurance to actually last a full 90-minute game, right? So, like, people's gotta stop, putting that nonsense on my guy. Like, nah, Mainu's, he's a mons. And then yeah, like, I personally, it's tough because I want Benjamin Sesko, like, he should be getting a start. You know what I mean? But it's just the way our team is just clicking right now with who we have is just, do you disrupt the balance so much? And I was glad to see that Sesko helped lead to the third goal in terms of when the ball came from Sandy Lamens. It was him that chested it while holding off Gabriel. That ball went into Bruno. Bruno to Kobe Manu. Manu went to Cunha through the legs of Declan, and then Cunha with the goal, right? So he does have that presence to be able to affect the game in terms of the pass before the pass that leads to the goal, right? Pretty much that hockey assist in North American terms. So it's I want to see him get some burn to be able to show. I think he definitely has that class too. I think again it's just the growing pains. He's got to learn a new league. The same thing that Wirtz was going through, or Wirtz is still kind of going through in the Prem. You're seeing Shesko go through it as well, but it's just like, when it clicks, it's gonna click, and I think it will. But he needs game time to be proven that, and I think, I would love to see Mbomo drop down, but again, Mbomo likes to play through the middle or on the right, so it's like I don't want to disrupt him as well, right? So it's just like, yo, Sheshko, you might got to get it out the mud. Like, I have drillers. We have drillers. So when you come into the game, you have to drill. You have to drill. And Bomo drills. Ahmad is just cutting up defenders, helping to drill as well. Cunha's drilling, and Bruno is feeding the drillers. So you have to like drill when you come in, or else you're not getting any burn with this new attacking quartet that we have, right? So I want to see that, but in all honesty, we should be seeing this game out. I do predict a 2-1 United win, maybe 3-1, depending how we'll see what kind of lineups they put out with. I just know that we have to just watch their danger man, Harry Wilson. We have to make sure that, we have eyes on them, players locked in. Kabe and Casemiro are going to do a good job of just making sure that the distance between him and the ball, or sorry, them and him, if he has the ball, is shorter. That way we can really, just get up on him and kind of cookie the ball away, create turnovers, and just lead the chances. We are going to have to play with that 12th man, meaning that 12th guy, that 12th person, that 12th teammate, meaning Manchester United fans that are going to the game, they're going to be live in the game. We got to make sure we turn up. We got to make sure we're going for it. We have to make sure that we get this win. We have to apply pressure on the top four. We have to make sure that we're not doing nobody favors. We're capitalizing where we need to be. We have our destination, our goal in our hand. We cannot fumble it. Win the games that we need to win. Take the points that we need to take, and let's keep it pushing. Don't stop losing all of these, when we lost to 10 men Everton, when we drew to West Ham, when we drew to Tottenham, all this stuff. Like, these were points that we gave away. We gave these points away. We should be much higher in the table. I'm telling you the truth. But such is not the case. Now we're at where we're at, and we need to capitalize on what we're at. We got 2 great wins over City and Arsenal. Our adrenaline, our emotions, our fervor should be up through the roof. We should be able to continue just shining, continue just playing with, that realization that we can win, that we will win, that we must win, and that we have to win. We're doing it for the fans. This season at Old Trafford, in terms of the win rate, hasn't been that great. We have our drillers back from AFCON. Let's drill. Let's get Old Trafford rocking. Let's remind them why they only have 1 win in the last 20 at Old Trafford in the Premier League. Let's remind them why they only have 1 win in the last 20 years at Old Trafford. You feel me? Like, bar none. Marco Silva's a great coach. He's gonna have his tacticals. He's gonna set up in the usual formations. Us, we've gone back to where our players are just in the right spots, and that's where ultimately I think why we're shining. Like, our players are in their preferred spots. Like, my issue, and this is why I was so pissed with Ineos and the hiring of Ruben in this aspect. you know the guy plays 3-4-3, but you have players that prefer a 4-3-3 and a 4-2-3-1. For those numbers I just spewed out to those that I know are just formations that a team puts out in terms of how you play in the pitch. You know, four at the back, three in the middle, three in the front, or four at the back, two in the middle, three just in front of them, and then one is your striker. Or do you do the 3-4-3 where it's just three at the back, four in the middle, and then three in the front, and then you just change depending on, the players and so on and so forth. Why get the players that prefer 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, even a 4-4-2, but you're hiring a coach that prefers 3-4-3? So now everyone's going to be out of sorts. Click like certain things aren't going to click, and that's what you saw happen in the beginning of the season. So under Michael Carrick has been nothing different. I'm glad he's kept an even tone, an even keel. I'm glad he's reminded the players it's just another game. I'm like, even for us fans, all the mocking, all the jeering, you have to expect it's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40 times louder if we drop points at home against Fulham. Let's get the job done. Let's do what we need to do, and let's keep the party pushing. But yeah, man, I'm expecting a 2-1 United win. I might change it. I'll let y'all know just before the game on another one. But yeah, just remember, we can do it. We will do it. We just need grit, determination, and belief. We have the purpose, poise, and power in the squad. We have Casemiro in the middle, just back to his brilliance. You know he's gone, so he's about to leave on a high. We have the emergence of Kabe, who's just getting imparted with the wisdom and knowledge from Casemiro on how to really perfect this position. Bruno's in his spot. He's just feeding, firing on all cylinders. And this is Bomo, Cunha, and Ahmad, just drillers. Like drillers. You want the Brazilian samba? Do you want that Brazilian samba? Or do you want just the African drilling like months? Do you want which side do you want? But I'm just glad, man. It's just, happy to be in this position right now. We have our destiny in our hand. And like I said, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, drop a comment if you feel what I'm saying, if you believe what I'm saying, if you think we're gonna win. If not, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what type of mind vibes you guys are on. Old Trafford, Sunday, 9 a.m. for us on the Toronto side over here. So we'll get up, we'll get it popping, and it's your boy.